everybody, welcome to the OFL news. This is the very first episode and I'm really excited to get this going because I'm wondering how it will turn out. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first question I got is, can the Panthers bounce back? And the answer is yes, but only if they can regroup and come back stronger than before, because without Legitimacy, they are fighting an uphill battle, and with a hard schedule, their future is in doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if they did or they didn't make playoffs, because they don't have an easy schedule up ahead. They've got a few hard teams, and they lost to the Raptors, meaning that they have to go at least 4-3 if the Raptors and the Snowhawks do pretty good to even have a chance at making the playoffs. So it's going to be really hard for them, but it is possible, and let's see how it all works out at the end of the season. Now, for the second question I have, will the Raptors make playoffs? Now, the answer is yes, if they can finish with a 3-4 or 4-3 record. I think they can, but we'll see how that turns out. And again, both the Raptors and the Panthers are fighting for a spot with the Snowhawks, because, wow, I just seen Bacon there. Yeah, so welcome our special guest, and let's continue. So anyways, with the Snowhawks, I just don't really know where they're going to be at the end of the season. You can argue that they're a good team, you can argue that they're a bad team. Well, really, you just have to wait and see, and at the end of the season, when all the dust is clear, we will be able to really tell if they were good or if they were bad. But with Clark's there, I think that they'll be able to do alright. But we'll get into more to that later, so let's continue. Another question I got was, out of all the 1-1 or winning teams, which are legit and which are pretenders? Well, let's start off with the Rams. The Rams are definitely legit. They're a huge threat. They beat the Punishers and the Raiders back to back, and that's no easy task for any team. And with Barton's quarterback struggles, probably the best team in the West. Well, I say struggles, but with Matthew, he's not proven yet. So we'll really see how that goes. And more about Matthew is coming up right here, so let's continue on. So the Bruisers, they are also 3-0, and they're legit. But as I said just a minute ago, it all comes down to, can Matthew perform well against harder teams? And we're yet to see that. I have faith in Matthew. I actually seen him play against the Panthers, and he did really good that game. So we'll see how that goes, and I cannot wait to see them go up against an elite team like FFC or the Raiders or the Punishers or even the Rams, because so far they haven't. They've had an easy schedule so far. I don't really think that that's a question. So I think that the Bruisers are legit, but they aren't quite as proven as the Rams. We'll see how they do with their new head coach, Knight. Let's see how they do. So anyways, let's continue. So for the Ducks are very questionable. They're a new expansion team, of course, and I do not know much about them. I don't know many of their players. I don't know their head coach very well. But you can argue that they're going to make playoffs because they do have a 2-1 record, or at least I think they do. And it really comes down to nobody knows just yet. It's early in the season. Every team is still trying to prove itself. And yeah, that's about it for the Ducks. So for the Spartans, they're also questionable with a new head coach, LeBron, who actually played for the Punishers for a bit there, and he did alright, but we had to let him go after the first season. I believe he was going to ask for release anyways. It just didn't work out between us, but I do have faith in him. He's a nice guy, and he's pretty smart, so I think that he should be able to maybe snag one of the playoff spots and sneak in there with his Spartan team. So we'll see how they do. And with the Snowhawks are the most debatable team in my opinion, because they cannot prove that they are good, and nobody can prove that they are bad. They've got a nice record. They're leading the division right now. Clark's is a smart guy, but they haven't faced any superpower team just like the Bruisers have, or haven't rather. So we're yet to see how they're going to do. I have faith in Clark's because I think he's a smart guy, and we're really just waiting to see how they do. You could argue that they're going to win their division. You can argue that they might not even make playoffs, and you could say that the Panthers or the Raptors might snake a spot. So let's continue. So FFC, I don't really think that there's a question there. They're definitely legit. They won the Victor Bowl last year, and that's no easy task. Believe me, I've won one, and I've lost in the championship game actually to FFC. And I can't wait to replay them because they're really fun to play, and they always give you a hard time. So they're definitely legit. I don't even think there's a question there. So for the last team, which is the Punishers, you know what they say, save the best for last. No, I'm just kidding. But I think that the Punisher is definitely legit. Obviously, I'm going to say that because I've been there since Season 1. So, really, it might be a biased opinion, but I think that the Punishers are a definite, legit threat. So, yeah, that's almost all I want to talk about for the OFL news. This is the first episode, kind of the pilot episode. I just wanted to see how it goes. I'm not used to speaking to other people, or not people rather, but not speaking to anybody. So we'll see how this goes. This is the second recording. The first one, I didn't sound enthused, so I really wanted to go across that, because you can really tell in somebody's voice if they wanted to do something or if they didn't. So that's why I'm redoing it. So that concludes it, and for you, everybody pretty much knows I'm Canadian. This is what I sound like. I don't talk like this. Hey, welcome to the OFL news, eh? I'm Canadian. Let's get right into this after the hockey game. So, that's all. Just finished with a little joke there, and see you guys next time.